Jiminy. Okay. More of the chaos. Maybe that will work. Hey, Karen. I was trying to fix my stand because everybody was kind of, why am I pointing this way, but I'm leaning this way? That's how my brain works. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Glinda. Good morning. Happy Friday. Today's technically 5 days until the big day. So 5 days of Christmas, the golden rings. 5 golden rings. How many times did you have to sing that in elementary school? I was thinking about that. We would have like these massive Christmas parties, and we would bake cookies and everything. And when I went to Ole Hansen in California, and there were these massive like the the week before we went on winter break, we did a lot. Like we would go to like homes, to elderly people's homes, like they stayed in like homes, and we would have a partner. We would write letters. We would have a Christmas party with them. It was just crazy, like the Christmas stuff that we did when I was a kid. And I used to, it was like I used to roll my eyes and say, "Oh my God, I don't want to do this." And now that I look back at it as an adult, I really appreciate it because I was doing things that we sometimes we forget to do about as an adult. And it was well worth it. Like it was really good. And my Mrs. Haybig, my teacher, she would always she always would make us sing the 12 days of Christmas starting on the 12th day. And we would have to sing it every day after we did the Pledge of Allegiance. It was just whatever. So when then I went to the next class, Mr. Character, um, we had to do that too. I didn't get to stay at the school very long. It was only 2 years before my parents moved out of San Clemente, and we went to Laguna Niguel. Um, yeah, but we when I was at in Ole Hansen, we had to sing the 12 Days of Christmas like every day during the 12 Days of Christmas, and then in choir we had to sing it again and try to harmonize. It was pretty funny. And everybody was in choir. You didn't, whether you played an instrument or not, you still had to be in choir. That was just a prerequisite for everybody. So it was interesting. Good morning. Yeah, it's so many times. It's to the point that when I got older, I immediately wanted to know what the 12 days represented, and it was pretty curious. If you have a chance and you have some free time on your hands and you're just like, what do they mean? Look them up. It's pretty interesting because I didn't get taught what they were as a child. I just sang them, and when I looked them up, it meant something different to me. So just, just spreading some holiday cheer. Today's the last day I have solitude in the house before everybody's on winter break. And I have to get, and I have a very short window to pick some up. So the way it's going to work is my kids get out of school and they're home like at 2:49 and 3:36. But my son is going to go to a sleepover with my at my nephew's house in DC. But my father-in-law is picking him up at 4. So I'm going to take my daughter because she's the only one I don't have to give presents to, and we need to do a mad dash to 2 stores before my husband gets home and wrap them so that way I finish with my shopping. So I have a small window of time. I have like a 2-hour window to get some stuff done. And everything, this is the weekend before Christmas. This is going to be jam packed no matter where I go. Let's see. Oh yeah, I love the Christmas Story. This is my favorite Christmas movie, and I'll watch it on repeat. I don't care. The movie is hilarious, and it's just that, like, every aspect of the movie as a child, I can relate to it now as a kid, as an adult. That's how I felt, like that one present that you really wanted and your parents didn't want you to have, and like if you didn't get it, like your whole world was crushed, and then your parents somehow sneakily let you get it, and you're just like, the world is so much better now. And for me, I think it was when Nintendo came out. I was very, very, very young, but me and my brother really, really, really wanted it, and we got like all these little wallets and clothes and whatever, and we were like, okay. And I remember we got my buddy and kid sister. We were like, yay. And then my dad was like, there's one more present, and it was the Nintendo. And that's, man, that changed my whole entire family. My mom liked Galaga. We would play Mortal Kombat, do Super Mario Brothers, everything. It changed like everything. And then I have some serious gamers in my family now because of that one, when Nintendo dropped. When Nintendo drops, and it was funny because like, I promise you, whenever there was a console that dropped, whether it was like Dreamcast, Nintendo 64, any of that, my parents were all about getting those. Yes, it's TJF. Thank you. And it's winter break for the kids and my husband. So this is going to be interesting. So they're going to be sleeping in, and I'm going to be like, hey guys, I'm a little cranky, but I'm here. So let's talk about some stuff. So Alchemats has a pre-order, and I showed you guys the Pac-Man, and I didn't have a chance to show you the Hair Rule Hair Rule. I think it's like Herrick. There's a Herrick game in like Fortnite that deals with the Zelda characters. I don't know if it's a play on that words. I need to ask Olivia, but it's Herrick Relic, and I use cotton woven on this Erica Bowler bag. This print is absolutely gorgeous. If you know, if you played Tears, if you play Zelda and you played anything like this is a gorgeous print. And I put a little magnet to be the emblem. It has, I put the Zelda thing, and you already know me, Erica Bowler bag. We're like one and the same. This print to me is super striking, so I went with I usually go for a bold vinyl or a bold like cork or leather. I want something a little bit more mute because I wanted the fabric just to stand out. And I used some really cool, she has like these really cool big Chicago screws. She even has one that is a sword. I'll try to show it to you tomorrow because I'm trying to make um a a kata with like the big swords because it's so little. I think it will look super cute and whimsical. I love putting um big hardware on little bags. I have no idea. It's just like this whole little Alice in Wonderland thing I have. This bag is super cute, and I don't know. I'm as much as I love Mini E, Erica Bowler will always have my heart, but Mini E is a very close second because the construction is just chef's kiss. Like, people think it's a 80% Erica Bowler, and it's like so far from it. It's not even funny. It is the complete opposite, and I love how Alexis's mind works. And I think the further you get into making, the more complicated the bag is, the more you get like joy. It's kind of like Legos. You first start off with those builder blocks and they're like really big and you're excited, you make that bunny, then you get into like smaller and smaller Legos. Next thing you know, you're making the Millennium Death Star. You're making a Death Star, and you're like, yeah, I did that. I think the further and further you get into bag making, the further and further you want a complicated pattern just to like flex your skills. And that's Alexis. She does come out with some beginners or boisterous beginners, but when she comes out with that intermediate or advanced, I'm here. I'm like, I'm here for this. This is what I'm here for. So yes, this is on going to be on Alchemat's website, and I can see if I can put the link in there for you. There's no affiliation. If you're gonna get it, do not procrastinate. She's not extending this round. I believe it closes December 29th or December 30th because the supplier is going on, they have their holiday, and she pre-bought fabric, so there's a cap. Anything that goes over the cap, it's going to take some time to get. So if you have any conventions or birthdays or something that you want to get this fabric from, definitely get it because there's no extension at all. We've already asked as a testers and strike artists, and she's like, unfortunately, no. So let me see if I can get you guys the link. I'm sorry. Bear with me for 1 second. Sometimes my tablet wants to move in slow motion. There you go. Let's see. Good morning. Yeah, I wanna do the mini E live, but between the bags that I'm making for this client, and I haven't had the opportunity. And so I probably am gonna try to do it in the new year. The way I'm working is that once I finish these bags, the only bags I'm gonna be working on is the one with the Patreon. So we're making the Mighty Messenger, and we did some serious cool modifications. And we did not just do modifications on the exterior, we did some cool modifications in the interior. So we're gonna be doing those. There were our first part of it is today sewing, and then our last part is next Friday. Um, so we have that to do, and then I on New Year's Eve I'm sewing the bag with from Sally Tomatoes. I think the bag is called the Jessica, or I don't have the pattern by me. It's something with a D, I think. The Dalton. But I'm modifying it, so I need to actually cut that out. I need to cut that out. But my plan is my husband's off now. So I plan on after I do my last live with the 25 days of the Advent calendar, I'm going to take the time off to be with my family, and I will be back when they go to work and go to school. So I think it's like the second or the third, and then I will be able to do lives and whatever. So I plan on doing a live for the mini kata, the tiny kata, and the mini E, because I know people have questions. But my tutorial, I do explain everything quite well on it, and I advise you, I implore you to do it with cotton lining, because if you do it with anything else, if you do a water resistant canvas or um, waterproof canvas, you will struggle. I there there's a lot of people in the testing team, and that was like the number one struggle for people. So the people that did it with cotton had no issues whatsoever. So I'm joining. Oh, great. That's cool. I want to do something where I want to have like, I'm trying to figure out how we could do it like either a group text or a group like something on Facebook, like a messenger or something like that, where we can talk or text amongst each other while they're doing while they're talking. So I enjoy the Sally Tomato New Year's Eve. I find it really fun. This is their fifth year, so this is like they say in their ad. It's not their first rodeo. It goes pretty smooth. There's some cool door prizes, and you get to like meet new people. Like you're gonna get to like talk to possibly the person that made the embroidery files. You're gonna talk to Sulky and about their products, as well as you get to talk. Jex talks you through the bag makings part. So I actually really like how the strap that she has on there, and I want to implement it on other things. I know how she did it, but I want to see how she does it. I read the instructions, but I also like to watch how people do things. I already know I already know how I'm gonna modify things. I told Lynette, and Lynette was like, yes, yes, you always modify. So I already know what I'm gonna modify. I already have things I'm gonna edge paint prior to putting the bag together. I I'm here for it. I'm really excited about that bag because it's gonna be my bag for 2025. So I try to make one bag that inhabit, like I have the bubble bag right now, but anyone that has seen me in person with it, it is well loved. I'm really hard on my bags. I'm not that dainty person with it. That's why I think when I teach you guys how to make bags, I'm trying to teach you how to make it if you sell it for a person like me that is like no holds bars, opening up zippers with one hands and throwing their bag in the back of the car, like just really rough with their bags. I'm rough with them. I- I've been like that no matter if I had a Michael Kors or Yves Saint Laurent. I'm just really rough with bags. So I try to teach people how to make bags that can withstand someone like me, mini Hulk. You could try it, but it had the problem with Ripstop and Oxford is they have no stretch. The reason why cotton is getting coming back even harder. A lot of people want to do these things, canvas, Ripstop, Oxford, or water resistant because they don't want to pay to do interfacing. By doing that, you're 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 not going to be able to manipulate the bag as much as you want. You're going to have to snip into the seam allowances or snip into the gusset to spread out the bulk versus it laying nice and neat with cotton. When cotton's even has a woven backing, it still has some kind of stretch or still has some kind of flexibility to sit right. You don't normally hear me give you that disclaimer in the beginning of the thing, but that was very true. And if you go into Aura Rosa's group, there's a couple of posts where people are like, "Thank you, Shanova, for saying use cotton," especially for the first one. It just do it. I seen it too many times, and after you do it, if you want to do it, go for it. But it was a problem. And the designer, she doesn't really work with water resistant canvas. The only time she worked with it was for the shoe part and the beast and the carry bag, the carrying bag. That's it. Other than that, she works with cotton, and that's an issue. That's an issue that you people need to start paying a little bit more attention to. Like if you look at Knotted Thread, all of her bags are cotton except the her sling, the rosy sling. She made it on purpose with like waterproof canvas, a waterproof resistant canvas or waterproof canvas, whatever, um, because she wanted to teach you how to bind with it. So that is why she did it so that she could do it. But all of her other bags are always made with cotton, and she's been very vocal about it, saying that it lays better in bags, and it does. It looks nicer in bags. It doesn't look as bunched in bags. It is. So, yeah, you can keep the fuse out your steam allowance. I'm just giving you advice. You could take it or leave it. I wouldn't I would just keep it in cotton. And that is all I can say. You can try it in other things, but you might get frustrated when gussets don't fit like they are supposed to fit. And we all know Ora Rosa is Chef Kif's with gussets. It may not fit, and sometimes you have to learn how to go out of your element. You may want something, but just because you want it doesn't mean that it's the right thing for that bag. I like waterproof canvas too because I don't have to interface, but do I want to be frustrated or do I want to have a better outcome with a bag? Both bags I made were with cotton and I have no regrets. None whatsoever. And I already had one of them sell. And if you're worried about spilling in the inside, okay, again, that was a selling point of water resistant canvas and cotton and whatever. But most bags, most high end bags, don't have water resistant canvas or waterproof canvas. They have like a silky slip lining that absorbs the stain. you're you're if you do it in cotton or whatever, you're doing it like a regular bag maker. You're gonna be fine. Thank God it's Friday, right? Although I'm getting my days mixed up and I keep thinking it's Thursday. Don't ask. Just I'm just all over the place. So yesterday I got my pre-order from Alchemets for round 20. I don't know if any of you guys got this, but they didn't have the Bridgerton. She didn't have the Bridgerton strikes. She had some illustrations, but there was no tangible physical thing. So I took a risk and I was like, let me buy this. And I'm like, look, they are. Hold on. So we have Just George. That is my favorite couple, by the way. Like whoever the actor that plays George, when he smiles, he melts my heart every time. So they have Just George. I like his character too. I think, but this was like the worst chemistry to me. And the thing is they're both phenomenal actors. Like him in Wizard of Oz. The Wicked. He was given. Like I had a crush on him the whole time in Wicked. And I've seen her act in different things too, and she's brilliant, and she's one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. But their chemistry was off, considering that the the first season, the chemistry between the two people was outrageous. I was like, holy, I was here for it. So I like, I don't know, I just really liked it. Did they have the first couple? Oh yeah, it's right there. So, but I thought this was really cute. So she also had hardware, and I kind of fell in love with it. So she has the zipper pulls. These are for like Lady Whistleton, and it's on both sides. Mind my nails, my nail polish keeps chipping off. And I'm trying to find you guys the magnet, but all right. And here is the magnet. There's so much detail. The crown, all that. So pretty. So I was really excited about that. That was the only like one in one from the order that I guess didn't have like an actual like tangible item. So I was like, this was the first time I ordered something without having a tangible item. But I trust Olivia when it comes down to hardware, fabric, or whatever, because she always knocks it out of the park. And then like, I don't know if you guys, I was up really late one night, and Lauren Mormino had like a sale going on, and I think it's called, it was like Whatnot, and she was live on Facebook and live on her channel, but you had to be on Whatnot to purchase stuff. And she had some really good dresses and shirts and stuff like that. But she had a really good idea that if you see something and it's not in your size, you may be able to use it for fabric. So I bought two things, and she was having like killer sales. Like she had like a dress, like a Harry Potter dress or whatever, that normally sells like for like $60 when she's live in person at a convention. She was selling it for like $2-3. So people were like stacking up. So I got a few things, and I was going to share it with you. I didn't open the bag. It's amazing how they're able to pack their bags like so. All right. All right, so I got two things because I was like, I'm going to make bags out of it. You got a shirt from that sale too? So I might keep this just because I love The Office. I got The Office one. So look at Jim's face. I love The Office. I will watch it on repeat. My favorite season, my favorite episode is with Dwight when the CPR, and also when they had to drug Stanley to bring him to a cell. If I'm ever in a funk, I play either two episodes, and it makes me laugh like nonstop, like nonstop. So it was The Office. So I got that one, and if you guys don't know, I'm a huge Bob Burgers fan, and so I had to get this. And she shipped so fast. I was like, they were like, oh, it's all for delivery. It's like, what? Wait, I just ordered it. So it has butts, zombies, like whatever. I love Tina. So I got these two things. This one I think I want to make into a really cute tote bag, like maybe a Tuesday tote. I get a lot of requests for Bob Burgers stuff, and I don't have a lot of Bob's. I have no Bob Burgers fabric. I usually like try to embroider, or like try to like do appliques of their face, because their faces are very, very normal shapes, you know. So I'll try to do things like that. So let's get into the advent calendar. Let's see. We're on day 20. So I'm going to do Supply Co. We got a little furry. I think it's a squirrel on a sleigh. A sled, maybe. And there's a little envelope in here. This envelope's so tiny. It's super cute. It even has like where you can like glue it down. It's so little. It says, Sunshine Sisters handbag. Oh, download this handbag and there's a QR code. So like you get this free pattern. This is a cute pattern. So like there is like instructions for that, and then you just download it from the QR code and you put in the coupon code. That's so cool. You get a free pattern. I like that. That's a cute. That's a very cute gift, as well as like who doesn't love a free pattern? And it's cute. It's cute. Like it's all quilted and stuff. I never it's Knotted Thread Designs. It's Sunshine Sister handbag. I don't think I have a Knotted Thread Designs. Knot and Thread Designs. So this will be our first time doing it. I love like exploring new designers because again, different education and whatnot. So let's do Sally Tomato. This elegant accessory offers a pop of color, adds classy while complementing your outfit and bag. We love to see what you create. Use hashtag Sally Tomato on your social media. With this really pretty envelope. Letter opener. All right, so there I see two rings. Okay, beginner friendly scarf for dresses and everyday. Oh, so I might have to go onto their either Instagram or their YouTube, but they're saying this is material for a scarf, for a dress, or for everyday. This is really soft though. It's the same print that's on the box, the Regency. So it's an easy sew project. You need to hem edges. It's versatile. You can use. Oh, so you use either the reason why it's so soft. It's either rayon, chiffon, georgette, gauze, or organza or silk. So it's not like regular cotton. There's definitely some stretch in this. Um, so yeah, the piece has to be 4.5. Okay. You need, so they have instructions. I'm pretty sure that they're going to show you an actual finished piece. That's pretty cool. So it's 2 pieces of hardware in that. You got to like having like that's like a full pattern within it. So like you're not having to collect day 21, 22 to do it. You have a nice pattern to make a beginner friendly scarf for a dress or every day. I like that because who doesn't need a scarf pattern? And like if it's lightweight, you can still do it in different areas that are warm or whatever, or have it for any occasion. I like that. That's cute. So yeah, I'm appreciating both of these themes today. Both of them are giving us a pattern, which I feel like as a sewist that you can't beat. Like I love free patterns. And two, I love the fact that I got a free pattern and that it has everything that I need in it. So I think that is a awesome thing to have because sometimes you don't have everything. Just because the materials alone, I may have not have any of these things, and I think that's cool. So that is it, my friends. I am going to be signing off. I'm going to stuff my face, and I have to cut out a little bit more of my bag for Patreon because we're going to meet live at noon. So I will talk to you guys all tomorrow, and I hope all of you guys have a wonderful Friday. Bye.